Part 1, The Fundamentals and the First Law. I am not here to make empty promises. You are here because you have tasted the bitterness of a loss that should never have happened. You saw a deal turn against you and wondered, what did I miss? Deep down, you know there is a code governing this game, logic behind the apparent chaos. But the noise, the opinions of others, fear, greed, it all drowns out the true signal. I have spent a lifetime hacking through that noise. I learned that the market does not reward the loudest voices, but the most disciplined minds. What you are about to hear is not advice, nor fleeting strategies. These are laws. Laws forged in the crucible of total loss and fortunes rebuilt from scratch. They are the rigid rules that set me apart from the crowd and built the legacy I leave behind. Listen now and listen carefully. Your capital depends on it. And now, let's begin. This is not a story about millions, nor a fairy tale from Wall Street. These are my rules. The rules that built real wealth, rules that buried the arrogant, rules that can protect your capital and define your limit, if you are wise enough to follow them. I never guessed. I never trusted luck. I watched. I waited. And when the perfect time came, I struck with force. Most traders lose because they want action. They confuse activity with progress. They gamble. I never gambled. I operated. Now I will give you the same rules I followed and lived by, so you don't have to learn them the hard way like I did. Follow my rules, or be prepared to lose everything. Before we begin, subscribe to our channel now, like this video, and leave a comment. This simple act helps more serious people like you see this valuable content and tells me that sharing these lessons still matters and makes a difference. Now listen closely, because these rules were written in my blood, my own blood. Law 1. The market is never wrong. You are wrong. The market has only one side, not the bull side or the bear side, but the right side. And the market is never wrong. Never. You are wrong. The sooner you accept this truth, the sooner you stop trying to outsmart a force that doesn't even know your name. In my early years, I made one of the worst mistakes a trader can make. I tried to predict the market. I had a theory, I had logic, and I had high confidence. But the market doesn't care about your confidence. I remember watching a stock rally powerfully, with massive volume and clear momentum. All the factors were there, but I thought it had risen too much. I sold it short. I bet against the trend. You know what happened? The trend didn't care. The stock kept rising, and I lost a fortune. That moment is burned into my memory. I realized then that the market doesn't punish you because it's cruel. It punishes you because you refuse to listen. From that day on, I stopped fighting the tape. I stopped trying to guess what should happen and started reacting to what was happening. If the market tells you it's going up, follow it. If it says it's going down, don't argue. Never try to prove the market wrong. You will do nothing but bankrupt yourself in the attempt. Remember, your opinion doesn't move the market. Your money does. And if your money is on the wrong side, you're finished. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and try our Signal service for a full month for free with 50% off for the first 3 months.
Part 2. The Rules of Action and Waiting. Law 2. Buy what is rising, sell what is falling. This rule seems simple, but don't let its simplicity fool you. It will either define your destiny or break it. My complex thinking never made me the big money. It was always my patience and my waiting. I didn't buy stocks because they were cheap. I didn't buy them because I liked them. I bought them because they were moving up. Momentum is not random. When a stock rises on large volume, that's not a coincidence. It's a signal. A signal that someone knows something. A signal that smart money is flowing into it. Most traders do the exact opposite. They try to catch the bottom. They look for bargains. But cheap stocks are cheap for one reason, because no one wants them. I made my biggest trades on stocks that had already begun to rise: railroads, steel, oil. The crowd called them overbought. I called them winners. Let me paint you the picture. When a stock breaks through its resistance level to new highs, doing so with conviction and strong volume, this is not the time to hesitate. This is the time to move. The same rule applies in reverse. If a stock is falling, don't try to be the hero. Don't try to guess where it will bounce. Sell or stay out of the market. I made my money by riding waves that had already started, not by trying to start my own. The trend is your friend until you decide you're smarter than it. Then it becomes your executioner. This isn't about catching the first penny. It's about positioning yourself in the direction of strength and staying there until the market tells you otherwise. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and try our Signal service for a full month for free with 50% off for the first 3 months.
Part 3. The Art of Position Management and Exit. Law 4. Position size matters. I never went all in. Only fools do that. Position sizing is not just a risk management tool. It is a high-precision strategy. I built my positions step by step, allowing them to prove themselves. If the stock moved in my favor, I added to my position. If it moved against me, I scaled back or withdrew immediately. Let me be crystal clear with you. Never average down on a loser, only add to a winning position. When I entered a trade, I didn't buy the full size all at once. That is gambling. I started with a small size, testing the waters. If the trade started to work, if the market confirmed my thesis, only then would I gradually and intelligently increase the position size. Here's my practical methodology. Suppose I planned to buy 3,000 shares. I would start with just 1,000 shares. If the stock advanced and held above my entry point, I would buy another 1,000. Only if it continued to confirm its strength and direction would I buy the final 1,000. This way, the market itself was pushing me to increase my risk and reward. No emotion, no expectation, just logic and objective momentum. I was never afraid to go big, but only when the trade deserved it. Many traders blow up their accounts because they bet everything on their first move. They fall in love with the idea and lose it quickly. Remember, your position size must never exceed your discipline. Risk is always present, but when you build your position size based on the confirmed strength of the market, you radically shift the odds of success in your favor. I didn't build my empires overnight. I built them one confirmed step at a time. Law 5. The exit is more important than the entry. Anyone can enter a trade, but only the disciplined know when and how to exit. And be certain of this, your exit strategy is what determines whether you make a profit or were just lucky once. In 1907, I made my first real fortune, not because I caught the exact top, not because I predicted the precise moment of the crash, but because I knew when to get out. While others held on and hoped, I sold. I didn't need perfect timing. All I needed was to protect profits and preserve capital. I followed a simple rule every time. When the market tells you it's over, believe it. I would see the price action change, volume dry up, and momentum wane. These weren't accidents, they were signals, and I acted on them. Most traders fail because they can't find good entry points. They fail because they let profits turn into losses, because they let hope replace discipline. I never married a trade. I didn't hold on a little longer just because I wanted more. If the market turned, I turned with it. Sometimes that meant leaving potential profits on the table, but often it meant keeping what I had made while others watched their profits evaporate before their eyes. Remember this well. You make money when you exit, not when you enter. A good trade isn't complete until you close it on your terms, not the market's whims. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and try our Signal service for a full month for free with 50% off for the first 3 months.
Part 4. Psychology and Mental Discipline. Law 6. Don't listen to tips, listen to the market. Let me be brutally honest with you. The worst losses of my career did not come from bad trades. They came from listening to people. Brokers, friends, newspapers. They all had opinions, and sometimes those opinions sounded great and persuasive, but they weren't based on the tape. They weren't based on price action. They were based on ego, emotion, or media noise. Once, I ignored what the market was clearly telling me because someone I respected gave me inside information. The result? I held when I should have sold. I waited when I should have moved, and I lost a fortune. That was the last time I let anyone else's voice drown out the market's clear message. Since then, I have listened only to the one thing that matters: price action. The tape does not lie. It doesn't care about rumors, opinions, or newspaper forecasts. It shows you the naked truth: volume, trend, real momentum. People will always try to sound smart, but the market doesn't reward those who sound smart. It rewards those who are right, and that comes from observation, not from talk. So, here is my golden rule. Don't take tips. Don't follow the crowd. Don't borrow anyone else's brain. If you can't trust your own analysis, you have no business being on the trading floor. Learn the market, read the tape, build your own edge. And when everyone is shouting, you stay silent and let the chart be the only speaker. Law 7. Separate emotion from execution. Trading, at its core, is not emotional, but traders are, and that is the entire problem. A man must believe in himself and his judgment if he expects to make a living at this game, but he must also act without emotion. I made fortunes and I lost fortunes, not because my system failed, but in the critical moments because I let fear, greed, and ego take the wheel. I chased trades I shouldn't have entered. I hesitated on trades I should have executed immediately. Why? Because I was human. But I learned through intense pain that emotion is your mortal enemy in the market. It clouds your judgment. It delays your decisive action. It whispers lies in your ear. Look, the market itself is hard enough, but when you let your emotions become part of your decisions, you are now fighting 2 battles at once: an external battle, the market, and an internal battle, yourself. I had to build habits, rituals, and ironclad rules that I followed, regardless of how I felt. If a stock hit its stop-loss point, get out immediately. If the signal came, enter, without hesitation, without false hope, without panic. Was this easy? Never. But was it necessary? Always. Discipline is the bridge that carries you from the shore of the gambler to the shore of the operator. I kept meticulous records. I reviewed every trade. I studied my own behavior as much as I studied the markets, because I knew that even the best system in the world would fail miserably if you let your emotions disable it. Law 8. The biggest profits come when you do nothing. Let me tell you a truth that most traders may never grasp in their entire lives. Real money is made in the waiting, not in constant trading. Everyone wants action. Everyone wants to feel busy. They mistakenly believe that activity equals progress, but that is a great lie. Some of my biggest profits ever came during periods when I was doing absolutely nothing. I enter a trade, the proper entry point is there, the price moves in my favor, then I sit. I don't tinker, I don't take small profits, I don't try to be clever and predict the top. I sit, I wait, I let the market work for me.
Most traders destroy their profits through over-management. They cut winning trades far too early. They exit a good trade to enter a new and weaker one. Why? Because doing nothing is hard. It makes you feel like you're not in control. But here is the great paradox. You gain real control when you learn to let things run in your direction. There's a famous quote attributed to me, and it is absolutely true. It never was my thinking that made the big money for me. It was always my sitting. When the trend is in your favor, your job is not to outthink it. Your job is to hold the position and not let go. I built my empires by sitting on winning trades while others talked themselves out of them out of suspicion or chased after new pennies. You want to know the secret? Patience pays a bigger dividend than talent. The discipline to enter is good. The discipline to exit is vital. But the discipline to wait, therein lies real wealth. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and try our Signal service for a full month for free with 50% off for the first 3 months.
Part 5. Conclusion and Transformation into a System. Law 9. Learn from losses. Don't justify them. Losses are an integral part of the game, but how you react to them determines whether you will remain in the game or be wiped from it forever. There is nothing new under the sun in Wall Street, nor can there be, for speculation is as old as the hills. Yet every generation repeats the same mistakes. When I lost money, it wasn't because the market betrayed me. It was because I betrayed my own rules. Once I made a great fortune, then gave it all back, not because the system stopped working, but because I stopped following it. I broke my own discipline. I ignored my stop-loss points. I let ego speak louder than price. The loss came, and it wasn't just a loss of money. It was a loss of time, momentum, and confidence. But I made no excuses. I didn't blame the market. I sat with the defeat. I analyzed the error and rebuilt with sharper edges and fewer illusions. Every mistake carries a lesson. Most traders ignore this lesson, and that is why they remain broke. Losses are the tuition fees in this harsh school. If you don't learn from them, you've paid the price for nothing. Do you want to become a true operator? Then stop protecting your ego and start protecting your capital. Don't justify a bad trade. Dissect it, write it down, study it. Because the only thing worse than a loss is repeating it. Law 10. Success is a system, not a hunch. If you're going to remember just one thing from all you've heard here, let it be this. Success in trading does not come from a feeling. It comes from structure, from rules, from a system. I did not rely on luck. I did not trust intuition. I built a system, and I followed it. Rules for entry, rules for exit, rules for size, rules for waiting, rules for handling loss. Every rule was a shield protecting me from the most dangerous enemy, myself. Amateurs say, I just had a hunch, and that hunch is what costs them their account in the end. Professionals say, I waited for confirmation, I followed my plan, I adhered to my system. That mindset is what builds financial empires. Don't seek perfection. Don't seek magical entry points. Seek consistency. Because in this game, it's not about being a genius. It's about being repeatable. If your strategy cannot survive your emotions or your natural losing periods or your human errors, it is not a strategy. It is a bet. I lost everything once and came back stronger. And I didn't come back because I was lucky. I came back because I had rules, because I had structure, because I didn't let failure be final. Do you want to survive and thrive in this game? Then stop guessing and start building. Build your system, commit to it, refine it with what you learn, and respect it more than any personal opinion of yours. You don't need luck. You need discipline. You need control. You need rules. Follow these rules or prepare for the consequences of ignoring them. Conclusion. This is your journey now. If these words have struck a chord within you, know that you are not here by chance. Subscribe to the channel now, like the content, and leave your comment. This simple act is not just support, it's a message confirming that real knowledge is still valued. You now hold in your hands the very same laws that guided me through storms of panic and mania, through peaks of booms and valleys of crashes. They are your anchors in the raging sea. But remember, a rule is only as strong as the will of the one who follows it. The market will test you. It will tempt you to break your discipline. You will be lured to listen to the crowd's noise and let hope take the wheel. In that critical moment, you must remember, this game is not fought on the charts alone. It is fought here. A brief pause. In your mind, between your ears, where fear and greed wage a relentless war on your discipline. Arm yourself with these 10 laws. Let them be your battle plan for the next fight. Let them be your compass when all directions are lost. I never gambled. I operated. And now, it's your turn to operate. Go back, review these laws, write them down, engrave them in your memory. Then, open your chart, erase all the noise, and listen. The tape is speaking. The only question left is, are you wise enough to hear it? If you found real value here, if you realized this is the cornerstone, not just a passing opinion, then take the next step for yourself and your future. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. Leave a comment with the rule that resonated most within you. And because experience is the best proof, we offer you an exceptional opportunity, a full free month to test our meticulously selected trading signals, curated by our expert team. During this month, you will witness for yourself the effectiveness of our signals and see how they can make a real, tangible difference in your performance. Our signals are not guesses. They are the product of precise analysis and studied strategies, backed by extensive market experience. We focus on trade quality, not quantity. Imagine having a clear guide connecting you with analyzed signals directly via an easy WhatsApp or Telegram channel. All you have to do is start your free trial now. The decision after that is entirely yours. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Join us now and begin a journey of clearer, more confident trading. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and try our signals service for a full month for free with 50% off for the first 3 months. This is the path. Walk it with discipline. And remember, successful trading is a daily choice. Trade well.